I'm just doing a quick reaction to Jon Stewart's Daily Show return. And first thing I want to say is I generally support Jon Stewart. I like Jon Stewart. I think he's right more than he's wrong about a lot of things. He's a very good human being, and he does it to enlighten you and make you laugh at the same time, which is a good thing. My only problem with what what he did on the Daily Show last night is he kind of exaggerated Joe Biden's mental gaffes, and he kind of underestimated Trump's danger and Trump's mental gaffes, which he pointed out, but he didn't point out everything that he has done over just the past couple of days, and some of the insane things he has said about our NATO allies and etc. So it's not recording. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I thought it wasn't recording. Yeah, sorry about that. But I actually I like the show for the most part, and I seen a I believe it was Rebel HQ, and I watched it, and he was talking about Biden cultists. I don't think there are Biden cultists. The only people that support Biden get aggravated because they exaggerate Joe Biden's mental deficiencies. And that is a fact. Just like the speech that he quoted, where Joe Biden say Mexico instead of Egypt. He said Sisi, which is obviously the president of Egypt. He knew what he was talking about. He just said the wrong freaking country. He knew what he was talking about. So when Trump makes a mental gaffe, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's rambling and bumbling. His brain's short-circuiting. Joe Biden is not in the same position as Donald Trump mentally. Now, Joe Biden is obviously an old man. He's 81 years old. And, that's a legitimate argument or a legitimate worry about Joe Biden's health because he's 81. But it's just like the lady he had on there. It was talking about a frail 81-year-old man. This woman's probably in her 60s. She's probably gonna. Joe Biden might possibly outlive this woman. First off, he rides bikes. He exercises. He's not as frail as he seems. You slow down when you age. That's a fact. But Joe Biden is more fit physically than a lot of people that are 30 years younger than him. Maybe even more with the obesity epidemic in this country. Joe Biden rides bikes. Oh, he fell off his bike. His feet was caught. He's got the pedals that's got those straps on, and his feet was caught on the pedals, and he fell on his bike. Big deal. He rides that bike pretty damn good. I've seen him ride that bike. It's not like he's riding it like, he's riding it good. He rides that bike well. And he also exercises on the Peloton. And there was a report that he and his wife has arguments over using the Peloton. So that's great. They both exercise. That's going to extend Joe Biden's life. Joe Biden's always had mental gaffes. It's not only because of his age, although that makes it worse and exaggerates it, obviously. But that's the only critique I have of Jon Stewart is he underestimated Trump's gaffes and his danger, and he overestimated Joe Biden's gaffes. So, and you have some lady on there that says that Joe Biden's frail. Donald Trump could drop dead, any second from a heart attack from eating too many damn Big Macs. Joe Biden could possibly pass away quickly. The likelihood is that wouldn't happen, although at that age you never know. But the one who's more frail is Donald Trump, mentally and physically. So it's just aggravating because they're both elderly, but they always put more on Joe Biden, and they always project more on Joe Biden's gaffes and everything else than they do with Donald Trump, and it's even covered more frequently. Donald Trump is trying to become president again and in our democracy. And Joe Biden, I honestly believe, and he has said that he wouldn't even have ran again if Donald Trump wasn't going to be the candidate. And, you know, I worry about the American people, because the American people, just like the guy on Rebel HQ, I believe is what I watched, he said that, he said he was referring to the American voters figuring out what satire is. The American people are not intelligent. The American people are actually relatively simple. Even educated Americans are so lacking in basic civics. You know, they don't know how the government works. It's just like all the people who complain about what Joe Biden hasn't done. They don't understand how government works. Joe Biden is not a dictator. He can't make things happen. They blame Joe Biden for abortion. Joe Biden wants to protect abortion. It's because Donald Trump. It's because they didn't vote in 2016. It's why we got a Supreme Court as radical as we do. Because they didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. You want to blame anybody, blame yourselves for not fucking voting. We wouldn't have this issue if Hillary Clinton had been president. We wouldn't have Gorsuch. We wouldn't have fucking Kavanaugh. We wouldn't have Amy Coney Barrett. We have the four horses of the apocalypse on the Supreme Court. But that's all I'm going to go into. I've made this entirely too long. I wasn't planning on making it this long, but thank you for watching. Hope you found this insightful. Cherish your family. Thank you. Have a nice evening, and goodbye.